Hello and welcome everybody to another MyMaths walkthrough. This is 276 constructing triangles. Going to need a ruler and a protractor today, so make sure you get your equipment, maths equipment. There's a protractor and there's my ruler. Great. What I've got to do is I've got to construct these triangles, then I've got to measure the sides from the constructions themselves. You can work them out, but it's a much harder task to work them out. So drawing them is fairly straightforward in comparison to the using the sine rule and the cosine rule. Okay, so what we're going to do, we've got these pictures to construct accurately. Now, just because on MyMaths they're at slants doesn't mean you have to draw them on slants. So I'm going to draw them standing upright. So I'm starting with this 9 centimetre job. So I just take my ruler and I measure 9 centimetres. Oh, I'm going to measure 9 centimetres with the camera there. I'll put it over there. Yes, I won't. What will I do? Oh, I'm filling already. 9 centimetres anyway. So I'm going to go from there. No, I'm not. I'm going to go from there. 9 centimetres. So I'll start from there. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 centimetres on 90 millimetres. So I draw that line in. It's 9 centimetres. It's actually 90 millimetres, never mind. Okay, the next thing I need to do is measure this angle here, which is gone off the thing. Come on. Right, I measure this angle, which is 90 degrees. So when you see a square in a corner, that means it's gone at 90 degrees. Now I've done something quite cunning here. Now using a protractor, this is the bit that goes on the end of the line. You line up against the bottom, and then you've got to find the zero that's on your line. So if I put that at the end and line it up, hopefully you can all see it's lined up properly. And then we'll go back to the centre and I go along. I see the 0 is the inside numbers. So now I've just got to count round, oops, put that back on, to 90 degrees on the inside numbers, all the way around to 90 degrees up here, and I just put a mark there. Okay. The next thing I need to do is put my ruler on and measure the angle up there, and that's got to be 3 centimetres away from the line. So if I put my ruler on, and I'll go from 13, so 13 centimetres all the way down to 10 centimetres is there. So that's where I'm stopping this line. Okay, and then to finish, I just join these two up. So join that one to that one, and I write in the fact that that was 3 centimetres. Okay. Now the cunning thing I did when I measured the 9 centimetres was when I knew I was going to draw 90 degrees, which makes it a square, doesn't it? So if I start at the edge of a square on my squared book, then I can just go straight up basically for 90 degrees. A bit cunning. Finally I measure the line that I've just drawn. So this line now looks to me to be about, and you try to be as accurate as possible, I'm going to go with 9.6. So I just measure that again, just, yeah, 9.6 I'm going to go for. 9.6 centimetres. And that's my answer for that one. Okay. Right, next one. So I'll start with any side I want. So I'll do this one next, I guess. So it says 10 centimetres. So I'm just going to draw a line which is 10 centimetres long. I'm going to move this camera out of the way. So 10 centimetres long. Let's just draw it right above it, I guess. I have to use a bit of trickery here. So start on 2, finish on 12, and that would be 10 centimetres. 10 centimetres. Put the protractor at the end of the line. Let's have a look. Protractor on the end of the line. Line up with the line on the end of the line, and then measure your angle. This one's 38 degrees, so 30 is, sorry, the inside numbers because the 0's on the inside. 10, 20, 30, 38 would be 2 before I get to 40, so about there. This line has to be 7.5 centimetres away, so if I go at the end of the line, going through that point, and I'm going to go 7.5 centimetres, which is here. So there's that one. So I don't know what that, I was trying to throw my finger. So there's 7.5 centimetres. And then finish with just drawing this line in on the page. Draw this line in there. And then measure that. So that looks to me about 6.1. So I'm going to go 6.1 centimetres for that one. My last one is this one up here. Right, so what I'm going to do here, actually, I'm going to draw the 8.1 centimeters first, because I always like to draw the biggest side to get that one out of the way. So I'll put my ruler on. We're going to go 8.1, so start there all the way across to 8.1. There's 8.1. 1 centimeters. 125 degrees off the end of the line. Put the tractor on the end of the line, lined up along the line, and this time as I go along the line, 0 this time's on the outside, so I've got to go all the way around to 125 on the outside. That's all the way over here, so that's down there. There's 125. Okay, you've got to find the 0 and go along the right lines. Right, 7.7, so 7.7 is going to be about there, so I'll go through that line and that finishes here, and the last thing says 7.7. This was 125 degrees, that was 38 degrees, that was 90. Right, so now I need to draw the line in, so the last bit is just to draw this line in. So it doesn't matter that I'm going over my original sketches, and I reckon that's about 14.1 centimeters. 14.1 centimeters to get down to there. Okay, and there's my 3 constructions. They're called SAS because it's a side angle side triangle, and the thing about side angle side triangles is it doesn't matter which side you start on, they're all going to be exactly the same. They're known as congruent triangles, so you can't really do anything, can't go wrong by thinking you're drawing something different to somebody else's, because you can't do that. SA, so let's have a look. SA triangles, so this time we're given an angle, a side and another angle to draw. So on this one it's 11.8 and 32 and 35, 26 degrees, 90 degrees, 7.4 centimeters, 43, 95 and 5.9 centimeters. So you start these just by drawing the side, and then you draw the 2 angles on, and where the 2 angles meet, that's where your triangle fits. So let's start by doing the 11.81. Move the camera over. So I'll move this book all the way. I'm going to start with 11.8, so I'm starting at the bottom. Notice it doesn't matter that it's not on its side like it is in the picture. So 11.8 says 11.8 centimeters. The angle was 32 and 35. So I'll take the protractor, put it on the end of the line up along the line, find the 0, and then go around 32 degrees, so 10, 20, 30, and then 31, 32 is about there. Now draw that angle in straight away so you don't get confused with markings. So I just get the ruler and then I just draw that line in. Now notice I went way past that point, so I didn't stop at the point. If I stop at the point and I draw the other one from the point, I don't know where things are going to cross over, and you do need them to cross over. Next one is, so that's 32 degrees, let's write that in there, 32 degrees. So the next one is 35 degrees from the other side, so put the other side of the line up on the line, and you go to the end of the line, it's lined up along the line, find the 0, outside numbers, go around to 35 and put your mark on. So there's my mark for 35 degrees, and then just draw that in. So from the end of the line through the point, and this time I can stop on the line. Okay. Finally I can measure the lengths of the lines. So of this one I've got 6.7, and on this one, this time when you measure to that point, I reckon that's about 7.3 centimeters. Okay, so fairly accurate measurements. Hopefully I've done that right. Next one, let's go with a 7.4. So we've got, no, I'll do this 5.9 one, I think. So 5.9, so start by just drawing a line in. It's got to be 5.9. Okay, so I'll go there, there, 5.9, 5.9, 43 degrees from one end. So put it on, end of the line, find the 0, inside numbers. 43 degrees, there's 40, so 41, 2, 3 is approximately here, and then just draw the line in. Always draw the line in straight away so you don't get confused. make sure you extend because we don't know where this sort of thing is going to cross. 43 degrees, always useful to label as you do it. The next one, 9.5, so I'll go to this end of the line, put it on the end, find the 0, outside numbers, go around to 95, that's there, draw it in. 95, that looks right to me, to there, measure your answers, so that one looks to be about 6.1, and this one measures 8.9. Let's just check that. Yeah, I'm going to go 8.9 centimeters. Okay. And then the last one is 7.4. So start off with 7.4. What are we at there? 7.4. Oh, I should have done that daft thing, shouldn't I? I should have ended that at the end of a square. That would have been nice. Anyway, I didn't. 26 degrees, so put the protractor on, make sure it's lined up, find the 0, go to 26, put your mark in, and then you can draw your line in. Always go past, straight past. Right, 90 degrees, oh, that's 26 degrees. This is a 90 degree symbol, so now I'll put this on the end of the line, draw 90 degrees. There it is, end of the line, go along, there's a 0, go around 90 degrees, put your mark in, and draw your line in. Okay, measure your lines, so this one I've got 3.5 centimeters, and on this one I've got about 8.2 centimeters. And then that's it. Okay, constructing triangles. ASA, angle, side angle, again congruent, so all of them are exactly the same, so you can't go wrong if you've measured everything correctly. You will have the same answer as everybody else. Shouldn't be a big deal. The only other thing I had on my ruler is I was using the millimetre bits, and I've got to know that 40 is 4 centimetres. 40 millimeters, 4 centimeters. Actually, just look at my rule, I could use the other side, couldn't I? That would have been better. Never mind. It still works out exactly the same. That's it, folks. Bit of a long one. Have fun.